And we're back one last time, ladies and gentlemen, and this time for real, as we're headed in the definitive last game of the series and of the split, as AOMA was able to tie out Reapers 2-2. Now, I have a bit of a sad news because Prashtana had to go somewhere, so he's unable to cast this last game with us. He's on a LAN, so he's at least going to have fun, and he's going to try and watch the stream from far away. But I'm still going to reintroduce by my side none other than QG. Welcome back, QG.
Yes! We are back for the series! Yeah, we can't put on Silver Scrapes. I can't sing it. I will be DMCA striked, so I'll be poof gone. Therefore, just play it in your head. We put the YouTube out there. You can listen to it yourself. But I'm hyped.
Yeah,
Are you? I'm still sad. Tana is not there.
Yeah, but he's with us in his heart at least, and many more people. As you'll have to believe in your favorite team because it's tied. They're completely on equal footing here. Both teams have had incredible games up to now. I mean, we've had 4 banger matches, one after the other, with so many ups and downs for every team. They just can't decide who's better.
Yeah, we have the LPL in the Benelux. Fights over fights over fights over fights. This is LPL. I don't know. Did they scrim in China? I don't know. It comes from. It screams for attention. It screams for redemption. It screams for the Cinderella story. But what will we get? That is the question. What do you think? Will Reapers take it because they are on the red side again, or will AOMA take it because they found out a way against the red side of Reapers? It's
I'm completely torn, but I think this game the mental will take over most definitely. I mean, imagine you get the second win of taking 1 win after 2 tough losses of such close games. You take another one with the odds stacked against you, because let's not forget, I mean, Reapers had the advantage of the last of the last pick, which is, I mean, we've had red side wins only up to now, and they break that curse. I think that the morale has to be so high. Meanwhile, Reapers, they were flying high, and maybe they got a bit too close to the sun. And I think now the morale has to have crashed very heavily, unless they're the type of players like Diamonds who shine hardest when under pressure. What do you think?
But AOMA had the pressure 2 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They have the momentum. The reverse sweep is always possible. It's always hype. I am for the hype. But the Cinderella story, coming from qualifiers to crushing Dynasty in the playoffs, owning Rift Sloths, who were first against AOMA and in the season, and now you're 2-2 against AOMA.
It's completely insane. I mean, it's true. You got that. You want to believe in the Cinderella story. I also want to believe in it for Freshtana's sake, but I don't know. I feel like now the odds are kind of stacked against them. I mean, AOMA has proven that they can prevail even when the situation is rougher for them, and I don't know, man. I'm really torn, actually. It's one thing is sure. We're gonna have one last banger game for this split.
Yes, and it will bang. The Jinx will explode. The dragon maybe. The Olaf will chop something. I don't know. I'm so hyped. I don't know what's going to. Do the Reapers change anything again? They didn't change in four games. The pick and bans weren't changed. They They didn't have the Zac this time.
Mhm.
They didn't have Blitzcrank this time. They didn't have Xayah this time. AOMA adapted pretty good. They only have one ban to let it out. They can have one counter ban, one adjust, because Rise and Cannon has to go. You either pick it, you can first pick Rise, but they don't want to. You can first pick Cannon, but I think Muck is not in this series. It's not Muck who Wind and Muck. It's a clash. It's a clash on the island.
Yeah.
We predicted mid lane. They play phenomenal. They really
they all play phenomenal. You gotta. I mean, we gave a lot of credits to those solo laners, but AD carries play an insane level, and the supports with their roams and everything. And with the junglers, they just pull their teams ahead.
Reapers are thinking about changing their pick and bans. No, they don't. The Wukong is too strong.
Feels bad, man. They first picked the Jinx. I mean, we've seen that quite a few times. They want to secure it. I mean, it's always been a pretty stable card still, and on this time around, Reapers are able to get the Zac, though, which has also served both teams really greatly in this set.
Yeah, the Zac was crucial for Reapers. And the Y again. AOMA have a plan. The Jax
they definitely have one. They keep the Jax. Has worked rather well.
The Y not so last game, but this is a different one.
Yeah. Olaf is still open, but are Reapers gonna go for it? Last game it didn't work out. In the end, they do take it. They might have learned from the lesson from last game. I mean, they were so well on track with that Olaf. So well on track. And it didn't work out. But maybe the ASOL ban in order to make up for it, because you gotta give it to Lotus. Last game, at the end, he made the huge difference.
Yeah, but the Aurelion Sol it's a late game monster.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hard lane. Lolo did it really well, but if nobody focus a DPS mage, he's just gonna breathe fire and kill you. Jinx the same. The range, nobody got to her. That was the problem before with Kindred and Olaf. Olaf has to run in. Kindred, blah, 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 hits it. Now you have Zac who can follow up for Wind with the Olaf. You have two divers, and it's the same draft as the same pick and ban phase as before.
Yeah.
LeBlanc is gone. Cassiopeia is gone. Talia and Renata are gone. Are you going for the Karma again? Or are you going Alistair Tristana, that's really strong, against the Jinx especially? Are you going Rel again, because it's not banned this time? Or are you going to Blitzcrank? Yeah, Rel is probably...
It worked out really well for them, over and over again. And what is going to be AOMA Esports' answer to that? And is Reapers going to pull out an AD carry or mid lane after this? I mean...
Janna so for the peel is actually good here. Interrupt Zac, and they go for Aurelion Sol.
Yeah, worked really well last game.
Yeah,
but
it's
going to be able to make it work again.
This time there's more CC.
True. There is more CC than before.
Oh, peel it. Peel it with the Janna. This would be bad.
Yeah, and there is this really one way to protect an ally that's not CC, which kind of works better than CC against an Olaf. They go for the Blitzcrank again, so we're on a very similar team comp than from last game. I mean, the hooks last game worked out really well as well. So
yeah, what does Lolo do? Does he go for the Tristana mid, or does he go for an early punish in the Sin? Even more CC, even more burst. Oof. I like the Reapers comp, and I like the AOMA's comp. Reapers had definitely more go buttons, so sorry, it's there. I definitely like the go buttons more.
Oh yeah, they have the quick, easy go buttons. I mean, they have the Syndra ulti. They have Zac, which is in all shapes and forms because you know he's just goo. A go button. Olaf also pretty obviously, and Rull as well. Although I mean, AOMA they do have one big go button that is called Vi, and that targets one person and just shuts them down. They've got that going.
Yeah, but if Tristana jumps out right, who you cannot target. Oh, these two drafts are on point.
So QG, how do you think that it's gonna end up now that we have the drafts?
I don't know.
You want a coin? Should I flip a coin for you?
Yeah, flip a coin.
Actually, I do have one.
Do you have a coin? I have my.
I mean, it's not a coin. It's a sort of, you know, like.
Does it have a side?
It has two sides. There's one.
Yeah, two sides.
It's Paul Faber, and the other one is an event. Let's say this is face. There's the logo, and there's a name that's not face. I don't know how it's called in English. What's your call?
Head. No, it's head and
head and the other thing.
Head and
tails. That's it. Head and tails.
Yes.
So whose head?
Reapers.
I kind of weirdly caught that with my fingers. All right, we've got head.
So it's Reapers.
So it's Reapers who's gonna win for you. It's a Cinderella story.
It's a Cinderella story.
Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go with AOMA then, which I also went for before the champ select. I'm just gonna stick with that, saying that they should be able to win. But we will see very soon how that's gonna fan out. As we're headed into the Summoner's Rift, ladies and gentlemen, the players are spawning, and we will see in a matter of a few minutes, 20 to 40 minutes, who's going to be able to take the win here in the final match of this ESLOL 2nd Division Spring Split, as Reapers and AOMA battle it out in the last match in the finals.
Oh, they want to catch Trinket. They wanted to catch Trinket.
And this time around, using the hook. Nope. No one's there. Nice try though. I mean, could have worked. He's trying to utilize the early aggression potential of a Blitzcrank is always good in my opinion. As long as you play it safe, and they did. They did not go aggressively somewhere. They went, okay, we go in the pit, maybe to a hook in a tri-bush. Might work, might not.
Yeah, it's a coin toss.
Yeah, literally. Hey, a lot of coin tosses tonight, huh?
Yeah, and I have to say it will be hard this time. Oh, I don't want to predict this.
I mean, you don't have to. You can live it in the moment as it is happening. Now the minions are arriving in their lanes. The jungle camps are spawning, and the game is truly set off.
The game is set off. The lanes are.
And man, what a moment we have here. We've had such a long split, and there we are. The last of its matches. It's been like pulled to the longest extent that the team could. Going for a 5th game here in this best of 5 set. All or nothing. And they're all taking it slow. Oh, there we try to find some aggression with the stun. Trying to use a lot of it as we can in the early game. There we go, nice damage coming in from Magus. Wind is forced to retreat down under his turret.
Yeah, Wind has cookies. He can sustain it up.
This has cookies.
I don't know what to say. My head is
Oh, here we have a hook on the bot lane onto Emil. The real MJ decides to take the opportunity and do an engage himself. Get some nice damage on Bois. Went to SCP back up. Get some damage onto Mac. And, I mean, all the lanes are pretty aggressive here currently. Dishing out damage where they can.
Yeah, they... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I also thought that was gonna...
It was like, hook, it's a minion flip? No, it was just the goat.
Oh, Lolo here. Finding a bush in the jungle. Has to be careful. The stun does land, but Mag is coming in. Here comes the stun. That's the damage. Now we have Trinket who's just around the corner, however. Does want to go for the kill, but Lotus has another plan in mind. He goes for the damage onto Lolo as Trinket is now flashing away.
Oh.
Keeps the passive so close.
Yeah, nobody wants to overforce anything, and Lolo thinks, I'm still confident, man. I'm gonna crush you, and then gets flanked from left and right. Still survives with, and just lost his flash.
Yeah, it was so close though, so close.
It was. There's so much. Even I can feel the pressure. Like, this is not funny.
This is not funny. I'm sure they're also not laughing right now, but they're sweating their rear ends off in this matchup. I mean, it's the last one. It's the last chance to prove that you're better than the other team. If any slip up can lead to them having the upper hand. It goes so fast. And Edward here comes with the hook on real MJ. Flashes over the choppers, but now we have Gabush just around the corner to put some more pressure on Emil. That's 2 flashes out for the bot lane of Reapers.
Oh my god, he always did it right. He set the chompers behind him, but MJ, when he came out of the stun, he just flashed. He didn't move, and then that's probably a crucial thing here.
Yeah, Mike has a stun that lands. Yeah, Wind is starting to up the pressure here on the top lane. Has already a pretty nice CS lead. I mean, that's Wind on his Olaf. Still so dangerous.
Yeah, you can just push it in as Olaf 24/7 if you know that Vi is not around. And Vi isn't. She was bot side now, so you know you can put pressure on. And Maka has Ignite. So split pushing will be harder, and if Olaf can probably now go into split pushing if he gets a bit ahead, not too much, so that the gold is not totally on him.
Yes, it's a back and forth between the 2 top laners. Drake is up, teams are starting to put some vision around it. I believe both junglers are at that bot lane. Trying to get the jump on the other team. Yeah, there we have it. Edward is coming in with Gabush. Trinket is there in the bush. Should see it now. The real MJ is going to go all in. They've jumped all on Beau. It's very nice of them to get some nice damage on him with a second rocket jump. First blood goes to the real MJ as they keep on pushing. But now with Lotus right there, they need to fall back as AOMA is ahead. And they get some nice damage on Emil, who should not be able to survive this. Tries to get the kill on Gabush still. But Lotus is going to pick up the skill.
Yeah, but MJ got the first blood. Lotus got the second. And
Lolo wasn't able to get the that plating even.
Now the TP is coming in for Lotus.
Perfect rim from the ASOL player.
Wow.
But yeah, that's gonna be rough for AOMA's bot lane, as MJ does have first blood and should be able to up the pressure there along with Emil's Rel. And they've already been putting a lot of pressure on Boaz and Edward. I mean, a Jinx early game is really not... is actually very prone to pressure. So that really plays into the hands. And for Lotus, it just sets him in a slightly better position in this lane where he already has a tough time against a Syndra.
Yeah, Olena's Soul is not that strong in the early game. You have to know that. But he's a monster in the late game.
Nice. Trying to get him ahead earlier is always good. If you can keep on doing those those beautiful rotations, might work really well for AOMA. They need to keep that going then.
Yeah, the Rift Tower is going to be, and Gabosh is even with Trinket for I think the first time in 3 games. That's also very interesting of the state of the game. Yeah, and they need to go to the Rift Turrets. Trinket is level 6 now. They maybe can come, but no, it's not dead.
Here comes Trinket, who's gonna get the jump. No, it's AOMA who do get it, but we have an all-in here at the pit, and Mag is trying to get some damage, but he's on to Lolo, dealing damage. Nice super mega death rocket that does find purchase, as now it's Reaps who are starting to push down. Trinket is very low, however, here comes Lotus. Advert is gonna get finished by Wind, who's now joining up to help Trinket try to save him, get some damage on Lotus. Yes, it does work, as he can dish out the stun and heal himself up and survive this. And they pick up the kill against Lotus.
And MJ is getting Gabosh. No!
Here comes MJ, and the second kill for their AD carry. This is really nice for Reapers. They pick up 3 kills for 1 and a Herald, which is also pretty good, though.
It's LPL back again. We are here.
We're back to LPL.
8 kills, 9 minutes. There we go. No, but Wind, if he had a bit more mana, he would totally crush that fight. But to save Trinket there, and he even survived with the passive is gone, but he blobbed. He got 2 blobs, healed off the blob, then got another blob, and he blobbed out. You know, it's flubber all over again.
He moved around really nice, and he got so close. I mean, he barely came out of the passive.
Yeah. Well, you could TP, but you don't want to TP in a fight, so Wind just hits him with the axes.
I just hoped.
And
it worked out in the end.
Yes, it worked out for Reapers.
Now, getting ahead. We have a very similar situation to last game now. Reapers with a slight early gold lead.
Yeah, on Olaf again.
Kills. On the Olaf again, true.
But Tristana has 2 kills. The game before she just had 1, died like 5 times. So she's also ahead at this point. Because of first blood, because of the second kill.
Yeah, and this is really good for Reapers, because the problem last game was that without the Olaf they couldn't do much. So if they want to fight, they had to have him in the team, and he couldn't split push. Oh, now we have an engage onto Lolo from Gabosh, as we have a Starfall also falling onto Lolo. We get the kill on sides of AOMA. Now Trinket 1v2s them until Wind comes up, picks up the kill on Lotus. Now Mac has to be careful, because he should not engage this. Gabosh is pretty much dead as Trinket picks up this kill.
Yeah, Wind gets the kill again. This was totally worth it for Reapers. Wind gets ahead again.
Yeah,
it was really nice from Trinket to clap them together. So you just need one Olaf Q to hit both.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that Zac Q is such a strong ability when you think about it. It gives him such an edge when he should be in a disadvantage because there's 2 enemies, for example. It just keeps them together. It's a very strong ability, to be fair.
Yeah, you can also do it on the wards. It's even funnier.
Yeah, wards and the plant as well. I mean, that makes him pretty solid in the jungle, even though he still has a hard time getting invaded, of course. Now Trinket is doing the first Drake for Reapers.
And will be Earth Dragon second. Always mark that. No, Gabosh is coming, this is a bait. No, he
Is
died.
he gonna survive long enough is the question, because here comes the Nax. Yeah, he dodges it.
Oh.
Nagabush is onto him, but no. The
Wind.
lifesteal is just too strong. We set down Herald on sides of Mac to get the push going. Now Edward is coming, Super Mega Death Rocket as well, but goes to the side. Now the rest of Reaps is also joining in. We have Emil coming in. And Wind is not under threat, only his turret is.
Even the Ignite doesn't finish him off. It's Olaf through and through. Getting more lifesteal as he goes, as he gets low.
Yeah,
And
Sandra is also done. Look at this farm difference between him and Mac. He almost has double the farm.
Oh,
And now we have
Mac is
Trinket coming in. Mac is able to dodge, but now we have Lolo coming in from the side. No chances or no breathing room left for Mac.
Yeah, and Wind is even... it's like last game, he's... Uh-oh, this is a bait MJ.
Oh yeah, real MJ gets baited here by Lotus, is gonna die, but still picks up the kill on the enemy mid lane now as the rest of his team, I mean Lolo and Amiel, are able to put some damage on Gabush, but have to be careful because now Lolo is under threat for a bit. Get some nice damage in on sides
Trinket.
of AOMA. Now we have Trinket coming in, hitting two people, stuns again, and now Edward is also gonna end up dead as they can push in this mid wave now.
Wow. The early game again is on Reaper's side. AOMA can't find anything here. Lotus is probably dying. No, he's not. Yes, enhanced ult. But they're going to dive Mac.
Again.
They're going
Yeah,
to dive.
they just keep on pushing on him. Man. How dominant Reapers are in this early game. 7k gold lead.
And it's again on the top lane, and this time it's top jungle. There you see how it turns around, that the focus is top side jungle this game, or this series. Well, Lolo and Lotus are really putting it out with their picks. MJ is still really good. Bewiz shows what he can do. Edward and Emil are just hitting these engages, these hooks. The peel they have. But yeah.
Yeah. And Reapers keep on going though. I mean, they take their chances. They take that bot lane turret as well. Next up is the mid turret. As we're breaking this, they would open up the map a great deal. Yeah, look at that. They're looking to take down Lotus.
Yeah,
Place
but they
pretty
want
safe.
they want the weapon.
They find the bot lane, but now it's Lolo who's getting caught, and yeah, with the skies descends up on his head, and he dies, and AOMA can now keep pushing on, and the real MJ has to be careful there. Is fleeing. Now we have the TP from Wind coming in, might change the tide of this fight as he picks up a first kill onto Boris, and now it's Gabush who's trying to flee, but he's not gonna get far away. It's an Olaf running you down now. We have Lotus also being taken down by Trinket along with Emil. And the real MJ just went bot lane to keep pushing.
Yes, and it's second Olaf who get the kills. Lolo gets caught, and Reaper's just turning around. The flank TP from Olaf. And he has 2 items again, he's really far ahead. And Trinket, who will probably get his mythic now. MJ didn't die.
And MJ did not die. And what's really nice is this game right now, Wind still has the big part of the lead. I mean, it's 6 kills, 159 farm, but the rest of his team is not even too far off. I mean, MJ also has quite a few kills, very decent farm, and Lolo does have very nice farm as well, so they're not too far behind. They should be able to keep more or less up.
Yeah. MJ has good damage. He has the BF sword, the Kraken Slayer. He's probably going for the Infinity Edge here. The Rift Herald is just going to destroy the tower on top, but that will be Earth Dragon for the Reapers, so they exchange that. That's fine. It's a fine trade. To get closer to Soul again. Oh, maybe we're gonna
I get
see.
F
No,
rocket.
it's got blocked.
Yes. Shrinkage is picking up second Drake. And AOMA are really caught on the back foot here. They have to play very, very passively. They can't deny much from Reapers right now, as they're just trying to set back, get some farm, get some gold. I mean, if they are able to turtle it out, they should. Oh, here we have a weird graphical thing going on. They should be able to get back into it. I mean, they have the Asol and a Jinx that could scale into the late game, but they have to get there.
Yeah, and it's Chemtech again. Chemtech Soul, and it really pays out for Olaf
Oh yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
And for Zac. Yeah, what? Okay, this time around, Wind is not the only one who has gold, so they can send him to a split push.
Yeah.
So MJ has the damage. Lolo has gold from first strike. He's almost on the second item, so he has also some damage there. Lotus is going for the Rylai's to just kite, but
Yeah. Reapers are just gonna keep the pressure going. Pick up tier 2 on top lane. Keep on pushing, and now we have Baron in 40 seconds. They start clearing the vision around it. This is the next big objective, and with that they could really get a nice push going as things stand right now.
yeah, and in these 5 games, Reapers always had the vision advantage. They are most of the time they are first on the objective. And if you see the map, it's always red. It's always red wards everywhere. It just looks like Reapers are in control of. Well, it not looks like, but they are in control. There's nobody on Wind on the bot side, so he goes for the tower. Probably getting some hits in, and now he's leaving with the movement speed of the plant.
Yeah, not overextending, playing it safe. Now they're moving for that Baron, and let's not forget, Wind has TP if he needs to get in a fight, and Mac does not, so he would have to walk all the way up from that bot lane. And so he does, he starts going towards there, and Wind decides to just keep on pushing, and then Mac has to go back down, and Mac can just play chicken with him for as long as he pleases, and when needed, he can just all the way up. Yeah, and here we go, this art of Baron. Some nice damage already falling on to Edward from Lolo. Gets really low, dies from the darts.
And this is win-win. The tower goes down, they still have pressure on the Baron.
And now the stun coming in from Lolo.
Tower's down, tower's down. They need to move. They need to move back.
Yeah.
And now they can focus Baron again. Reapers up. Doing it better than last game. They take the Olaf, put him on the side lane, and do a cross map play.
Yeah, I mean,
AOMA can't.
That macro is on fleek this game. They play this so perfectly. Yes, everybody on Wind. Even if Wind dies here, it's not too terrific. I mean, they get shutdown money, of course. It sucks. Now Mac has 1,000 gold more in his pocket, but the gold lead is still of almost 10,000 for Reapers, and they have a Baron now. The only problem is, and that I guess that really is not too cool, is that Wind won't have the Baron buff. But I think that's still, they can still work with that.
Yeah, and we always had to flash. So Wind almost got a kill.
Yeah.
And then there's first tower going down, so Reapers are going to answer probably. No, they're not. Dragon is up in 30 seconds. It will be Chemtech.
Yes, that's the next objective they'll be looking at. It would be Soul Point for Reapers. Winter's also respawned, is going to join them. And AOMA doesn't really have many chances to deny that. Mag is pushing back on the top lane. Reapers will have the first step into this pit as well.
The dragon is and Wind is there. They're gonna pull it out, and I think Gabos tries to steal it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be dangerous. Edward could hook Trinket away, and then Garbage has a pretty much free Super Mega Death Rocket coming in, Mega free Smite. Yes, seeing the situation, it's not worth trying to jump in. They pick up this soul.
Yeah, Olaf goes back. So Mack can't push it. He has no mana. He has to retreat. And Wind can stay on both sides.
Yeah, he'll just keep on doing what he did before. He's just gonna push it. He doesn't even need Baron buff to push that, right? He doesn't really care. And meanwhile, the rest of his team can use that Baron buff to just push it in even further. Now AOMA is gonna get threatened on all fronts. They're going for a 1v1.
Yeah, oh, oof, the hook of him, that would be crucial. Yeah, and now Mack is on bot side again. Yeah, Wind is going for the Hex Drinker. So he can reduce the damage of Lotus in the next few stages. Oh, this is...
Yes. I mean, Reapers does need to get a move on though. It would be so sad to let that Baron go to waste. And I think... yeah, bad. But they keep it chill, they don't do too many risky things, they just slowly but surely get the pushes going in every lane, keep the pressure up against AOMA. But they can't forget that the clock is against them.
Yeah, this is... Game cools down a bit. We are 8k ahead.
I mean, probably right now, they had so much adrenaline from the last few matches, and now they didn't have a fight for a bit, and they've crashed so hard. That's my theory.
Yeah, if AOMA are getting stronger, the longer they wait, as they scale pretty good. Syndra also skates pretty good. And Tristana is also a monster in the late game. Olaf just goes down every minute there is. If Lotus goes for the... If Lotus gets the Seraph Embrace soon, yeah, he has now, he's going to be a bit more tanky. And it will be hard.
It's gonna be harder and harder, they really need something, but there is no real objective right now on the map. 1 minute until Baron, and I think Reapers are gonna want to look forward for that, but the timing is once again a bit unfortunate, because once they do Dragon, they might want to go for that Drake and lose some precious Baron buff time on this. Maybe they should approach it differently than last time.
Yeah, okay, good. MJ jumped out early. You see, nobody wants to pressure anything.
Yeah.
The Blitzcrank can really punish you.
And I mean, AOMA is not pressured right now. If Reapers don't pressure AOMA, they have no pressure whatsoever, because waiting it out is beneficial for them.
Yeah, it is. But Well, MJ is going for the...
Here we might have a situation going on as the hook does go wide. Mac now is going to get pressured by Wind as we go all in. Here comes the Starfall and lots of damage falling. Trinket is very low. We get some nice damage onto Wind, who still is alive. Bill is the first to fall, and now it is looking really good for Reapers as they get a triple kill on Wind. And Gabush uses the stopwatch but dies to Wind as well.
Is this game? No, they can't finish, right? Can they?
17 seconds
this
until Edward
is the end.
21 for Biwis.
They're going for the end.
Doable. They shred those turrets like it's nothing. They go in. Emil is going to tank the hits with Trinket. A lot of damage falling on the turrets already. They could do it. First execute goes to Emil. No turrets are made. They are just going to go for it. They are taking down Nexus and Reapers with the spring split of ESL's second division.
The Cinderella story is there. Fresh Tana is going to cry for happiness.
Yeah.
He told that qualifying the champions.
It's completely insane.
I predicted that. Well, I said it insane, dude. Wow, Reapers just Wind did it. Lolo with the pick there. MJ with the damage. Wind with running it down. Like, I'm Olaf. I don't care. Get the reset and get the heal. Oh, damn, dude!
I did not expect that. I mean, Reapers coming in with the clean ace and the clean finish. Crazy. But, QG, this concludes a long tale of a few months. We can maybe take a look at the final brackets of this this playoffs. We can see the tough way Reapers had to the top. Look at this. Starting off in the lowest seed, 3-0 Dynasty, 3-1 versus Riftsloves, and then 3-2 versus AOMA ESPORTS. Nobody stands a chance against the Reaper.
And you see what it is. It's 0-3, 1-3, 2-3.
Yeah.
They only lost 3 games and won 9.
It's
just saying.
Crazy. Completely crazy. Reapers Gaming are like... no, this is just...
I really hope Reapers post the Reaper meme.
They have to at this
Dynasty,
point.
Rift, and AOMA. They have to at this point. It's in their name, man. This would be... Maybe I do it.
Instead of them. So go, get the one up on them. I'm sure they've had it prepared. They have had to had it prepared.
I'm 3 minutes ahead. I'm 3 minutes ahead, but I don't want to spoil it, so I maybe let them do it. But what a nice game. What a nice series. What a nice 2-2 cast. Today was... This morning I was really tired, and this game just brought me back. My head is so warm from screaming and thinking and... Wow, but the mental came out for the Reapers. They did it. The mental one.
They prevailed through and through, winning this spring split of the ESL second division. Now, QG, I think we can't... Yeah, it's over. We can't pull it any further. We'll have to leave it to this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you a big thank you, QG, for staying with me to the end from the start of the split. Of course, big thank you to Freshtana as well for accompanying us, and Harmless Scarecrow, who unfortunately had us to leave the casting group early, but we hope to see him next time as well. Big thank you to everybody who joined the stream, watched together, cheered in the chat. You were all amazing and wonderful. Another thank you goes, of course, to the people behind the scenes you don't always see. Armand, who does an amazing job at hearing this and was even present in chat sometimes. I don't know how it does it. And most importantly, one person which had to stick through every stream, every dumb thing we said, and all he could do is send gifs in chat. A big, big thank you to the one, the only tech guy who's been producing every single, except the first one, ESLOL stream, and doing amazing graphics and putting up with our crazy demands of saying, hey, we're going to do a triple cast for the finals. Big, big props to him. Yes. All right. I'll give him what he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, one last thank you to everybody, and we'll leave it at that. It was a pleasure casting this spring split for you, and we'll see you again for the summer split, I promise. See you soon.